What turns someone into a real-life monster? Is it the environment they grew up in? Or is there something darker lurking within the human mind? Today, you're about to dive into 3 real-life stories that seem like they were pulled straight from a nightmare. But they really happened. Get ready to learn about the 3 most ruthless serial killers in history. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Ted Bundy wasn't just another killer. He was the perfect predator. Intelligent, charismatic, and disturbingly skilled at appearing harmless. Throughout the 1970s, Bundy spread terror across several American cities, targeting young women who had no idea they were about to face a cruel fate. Bundy's method was simple, yet terrifyingly effective. He would fake an injury, wearing a sling or carrying heavy books, and ask his victims for help. Once they got close enough, they were trapped. There was no way out. He would take them to secluded places where the horror would begin. Bundy didn't just kill. He kept his victims' bodies hidden for days, returning to the scene to fulfill his twisted desires. Even after being captured, Bundy managed to escape multiple times. In one of his most famous escapes, he jumped out of a courthouse window while acting as his own defense lawyer. His reign of terror only ended after a long manhunt, leading to his final capture and execution in 1989. Although Bundy confessed to killing 30 women, experts believe the true number of his victims could be much higher. Andrei Chikatilo didn't just kill, he turned murder into a ritual. Between 1978 and 1990, he terrorized the Soviet Union, leaving a trail of horror in his wake. His victims, often young and vulnerable, were lured with false promises of work or shelter. Once they were isolated, Chikatilo subjected them to unspeakable terror. In court, he described his actions with such cold detachment that it horrified even seasoned investigators. He claimed that causing pain was the only way he could feel any form of pleasure. His demeanor was so unnerving that he had to be kept inside a cage during his trial to prevent the victims' families from attacking him. Chikatilo was finally caught after a mistake nearly allowed him to escape once again. He was apprehended near a train station after acting suspiciously and later confessed to killing 52 people. Despite the staggering number of victims, it's believed that the real count could be even higher. His execution in 1994 marked the end of one of Russia's darkest chapters. Pedro Alonso López, infamously known as the Monster of the Andes, holds one of the most terrifying records in criminal history. Born in Colombia, López grew up surrounded by poverty and crime. In the 1970s, he roamed through Colombia, Peru, and Ecuador, leaving behind a trail of fear and death. López targeted street children, young girls who had been abandoned by society. He offered them food, shelter, and protection, only to unleash his monstrous side. Once isolated, these children were subjected to unimaginable horror. What makes López's story even more chilling is his own confession. He admitted to killing over 300 girls, though only 53 bodies were ever found. In 1980, López was finally caught, but due to the laws of the time, he received a sentence of only 16 years. He served 14 years and was released for good behavior. Yes, one of history's worst murderers was allowed to walk free. Since his release, López has disappeared, and his current whereabouts remain unknown. The mere thought that he might still be out there, potentially committing new crimes, is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. These three killers represent the darkest depths of human nature. Their stories remind us that evil often hides behind ordinary faces, blending into society until it's too late. Understanding these cases isn't just about learning history. It's about staying vigilant and aware of the darkness that can exist around us. Did you know about these cases before? Which one do you find the most disturbing? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. See you in the next one.